Hi everybody, welcome to Dare to Dream. I'm your host, Reverend Graham Williamson. I'm an international evidential medium and psychic. I was going to do a show today direct live, but due to technical issues, we were unable to do so. So I'm doing this way. And the topic today is still going to be being true to oneself. The whole point of being a medium, I feel, is about knowing oneself. I've lived a few years now, and I've understood that my abilities are only enhanced when I'm honest. And if I make a mistake, I'll sit round up and admit it. Not carte blanche. It doesn't apply every time, but the fact I acknowledge it every time is more important. I went through a situation a couple of weeks ago where somebody had said something and then somebody said something else, and I found the facts out. And I said, no, don't want anything to do with that situation. I stepped away. But people involved, one of them tried to contact me, and said, blah, 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 blah. I went, no, I know what happened. I trust my instinct, I trust my guides, and I'm not going to play anymore. I stepped away. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't realize empathy, compassion, love, care, respect, honor applies not only to everybody we meet, but to ourselves. Being true to oneself is not easy. You can say it is, you can imply, and you can put a veneer over your face and say, yeah, everything's fine. I don't believe that. For myself, that is, I don't. For myself, I've learned through the trials and tribulations of my life, well, that buzzer was not dry, but I've found out for myself, every experience I went through got me to here today. Even the fact that the show wasn't live. My wife, Sandy, she said, when I was sent, my host, Cece, wasn't able to get online as she normally does. She said, oh, she probably got trouble with her internet. And that's the case. I am never worried about whether my shows are going to go on time. I am concerned that they're not going to go on at all. That's the normal attitude I have, is what can I do about it? I can't change the internet. I can't change connections. But by being true to myself, I told CC, don't worry about it. And I mean it, just don't. Technical hitches happen in this modern society that we have today. And things will go wrong. And you've got to accept that. But they've gone wrong for a reason. We may not fathom it straight away, but you don't have to straight away. So long as you learn from that situation in a positive manner. And it's not about, oh, I'm wonderful, I'm this. I'm sorry, that doesn't work for me. My feet are grounded. And they're grounded for a reason. When the divine energy passes through my crown, passes all the way through my chakras to the earth, I want that energy to go unimpeded, not blocked by ego and attitude. Every single day I learn what I can't do at that particular time. For example, we had a mass blowout on our boiler, electric boiler. It sprung a leak in the pressure tank. Only a little one. It wasn't a major catastrophe, but there was a leak. Took a couple of days to sort it out, and I ended up putting it in myself. Took the old one out, put the new one back in, followed all the instructions. It was simple. The hardest part was believing in myself to do it. Sandy, my wife, she said, you can do it, Glenn. Just take pictures like you normally do. Follow the instructions. I had a lot of doubt. But I trust my wife. I trust my guts. And I did it. It wasn't simple for me, because I'd never done anything like that before. But once I'd done it, it took all day to finish. I did it. I actually learned I can do something out of my comfort zone. Because life as spirit, having a human experience, is about learning beyond your imagination. That's why I call the show Dare to Dream. I don't just dare to dream, I'm living a dream. My dream life is I'm here talking to you on my own show, Dare to Dream. I've had it for nearly a couple of years now. I'm enjoying it. I never know what I'm going to do next, but I don't worry about it. It's like Christmas is coming. I forgot everything. I've done all I can. I don't have a lot, but what I've got, I share freely. I'm actually repairing my trailer. I want to sell it. I was going to do something else, then something else happened, and something else happened. Life's about experiences, my friend. And if you trust yourself enough and trust that within your heart and soul, being true to yourself is a fundamental key part of who you are. Face all those negativities with a positive attitude. Because once you've found something that doesn't feel right or is wrong for you at that moment, that becomes a positive moment, if you so choose. My show Dare to Dream, my show Dare to Dream on Going Solo Media started by trusting my guts. Friend introduced me to a friend. I said, hey, I love talking. I love sharing what I know. And I'm hoping all of you that see my show on the Going Solo Media Network is you like, share, and comment. Because with your comments and liking, you may even subscribe or even become a host of your own show. Contact CC Hugsss, SHATZ. CC will help you. And all these different shows that we have are for a wide range of audience and multimedia outlets. It started with a dream for CC. It started with a dream for all of us. But mine's the one called Dare to Dream because I am a psychic and I'm a medium. And when people say, oh, that's impossible. Oh, is it? Maybe, at this moment, maybe. But I'm listening to my guts. I'm listening to the intuitive abilities that I have, and I know you have as well. You've just got to trust yourself, know yourself. I was doing a show a couple of days ago, and all I see is a person's name, and I would like to read it. And it comes up, and on the one occasion, one of these people that said, I'd like to read it, her name came up. I'll just say her name's Lisa. And I got the strangest feeling on my feet. I said, will you tell your husband about changing his footwear or getting better socks or something to do with his feet? He needs to get his feet up. Look after him a bit better. Near the end of the show that I was on, Lisa comments, my husband is stunned. He's got a problem with his feet. Oh, that's good. That's good. But another little story. I went into a hardware store in town and I asked one of the staff for a specific item for my boiler. I needed a pan that goes underneath, a plastic one, 24 inch. Have you got any? This guy, I just felt instantly didn't feel comfortable. Something wasn't right. I was worried about this person's health. And in the end, he talked on his phone to find out if he's got Someone could hear. Couldn't hear words. And in the end, no, no. I said, okay. Now I'm right next to him. I could hear everything he was saying, but I couldn't make out the words. But my guts told me something was wrong. Not urgent, but something didn't feel comfortable. So I asked somebody else. This person guided me, got it, got the item, walked out after I paid for it, walked out, and I bumped into this gentleman. I said, hey, look, we found it. I went, oh, God. I said, thanks for your help, though, mate. And I meant it in a good way. But before I left the building, I actually went to the customer service and asked for another lady. So and I described the gentleman to her and said, I'm just a bit concerned about his health. Is he okay? He didn't seem to be here. No. He's autistic and has a speech impediment. I said, oh, that's wonderful. At least I know he's okay. He said, yes, he is. I said, good. And that's when I went out and I bumped into him. I said, thank you. And because I took the time to say thank you to him for all his help and walked away, I stopped, turned around, and there he was looking at me, smiling. And I went back and I left. You see, when I am listening to my instinct, things happen. Not just for me, but for the people around me. And you've got to listen to yourself. Your body has abilities when your ego and conscious thought take a step back. You know, I've said it numerous times in many of my shows. When you walk into a room for the first time, you feel comfortable or you don't. Or you like somebody or you don't. Or you like a colour or you don't. Something doesn't feel right. But being true to yourself is about acknowledging it and saying something about it. From your heart, not your head. I mean, if I thought about what would that gentleman think if he found out that I was talking about him, that he was something wrong with him, he's ill. And I'm wrong. Well, it could come up and say, what the heck are you meaning? I'm okay, I just wasn't feeling too good at the time. Or I didn't understand, or some reason. But because I listened to my guts, I was true to myself, I clarified the situation. The girl who helped me understand autism and speech impediment was surprised, like, oh, God, it's okay then. Because I've worked with autistic people, I've worked with people with disabilities, but the most important person who has disabilities is the person who thinks the other person is not able to talk to you and you ignore them. You have a disability when you step away from somebody with a genuine medical and physical impediment. Think about it. Luckily, I was brought up with a mum and dad who worked on hospitals and mentally and physically challenged. And my mum always said, they're not retards, subnormals, or spastics, or loonies, or anything like that. They helped change the terminology into medically and physically impaired people. Some were criminally insane, but they were in a different hospital. These were people that had a disability that society could not cope with. So they're institutionalized for their safety and the communities. But my mum said, Graham, here's a story about these people who are supposed to be subnormal. You put two people of these disabilities into a room together, a ward, and with a couple of days out, or weeks or so, they're chatting away. Yeah, they're not understanding each other perfectly in some occasions, but they're comfortable with each other. They talk. Then she said, go to a doctor or specialist who's trying to learn about these people, and it can take them years. Now, who's the one with a disability? If the specialist can't talk to the client, he's got a problem, not the client, because he's supposed to have the brains. And from that upbringing, I've learned to listen to my guts when I meet people. It doesn't matter who you are. If I like your energy, I'll talk to you. But if I don't like your energy, I'll step away. And I'll be respectful of it. I'm not better than anybody. But you see, especially at this time of year, it's the 20th today, 5 more days to go, and it's Christmas Day. And it's a season of giving and being with those that you love and care for, if you can. I'm ex-military. I did 14 and a half years in the Royal Navy, 71 to 86. And I respect a lot of service people and the emergency people around our country, of the US and in Britain, because I'm a British guy, I admit it. But both countries are dear to my heart. And I respect the armed service of both nations. And I have seen war. I've never been in it. My best friend took my ship and never came back. I literally should have gone to the Falklands War, but he swapped ships behind my back because I was on personal issues at the time, legal ones. And every single day, I wake up with Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year. I arose. I am thankful. Living is my present. And what can I do today to make it better than yesterday? That's what I live by. And I say thank you every night that I'm able to be right next to my wife and say, I love you, darling. And my animals, or our animals, our home, the things that we do together or singular. Being true to yourself is more than just you. It's how you affect other people. Are you going to actually help somebody? Are you going to give somebody your time? Time is one of the most valuable things in your life. Because none of us know, 99.9%, when our time on this earth is going to cease. So I don't know if tomorrow, I'm not wishing ill on myself or anything, but I just don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. So I'm living for now to the best of my ability by talking to you about being true to yourself. And my show is Dare to Dream. And the title is Being True to Yourself, to oneself. If you want to contact me, I have an email address, thebrit77, that's THEBRITT77 @hotmail.com. Send me a message. Or you can phone me. It's USA, Florida, 352-409-1060. Leave a voice message. If you don't, I won't answer it. I'm sorry. Or you can contact me on Facebook. Look up Graham Williamson or Medium Graham Williamson as my page. And you can leave me a message. You can ask for my address. I'll send you help, text, phone, video, whatever, in person, whatever way works for you. I'm retired. I have time to do what I wish to do with my wife and family. I don't have 28 hours in a day, 24, same as you. I like to sleep 8 hours. I like to be with my family as often as I can. And I can't be with all of them. I've got son and daughter and their families in England. I've got brothers and sisters in England. And I've got relatives over here as well. I can't be everywhere. But I make a point of sending cards. Whether they open them or not is entirely up to them. I'm giving. I give them a Christmas card, birthday card. I do what I can for them because I want to give and say, you're there, I see you. I may not be able to be with you physically, but because I know from spirit, in my heart, I'm doing the best I can. Are you doing the best you can, my friends? I want you to think about it for a little bit. Because life is made up of choices. The choice of saying, yes, I'll do it, no, I won't, or hang on a minute. At least speak what you feel. If you just think it, you can get away with a lot, but you're also hiding behind your thoughts. I don't hide behind my thoughts. Oh, I tell you, I can just start thinking of something, my face shows. Hey, I've nothing to hide. I'm not proud of some of the things I've done, but I am proud of a lot of things I've achieved. I've survived. Why? Because I want to be here with you, talking about Christmas, talking about being true to yourself. If you do that little 4 special day event every morning, Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year, and take it to heart and really, truly be honest when you're saying those words. I arose. I'm thankful. That's my present. What can I do today better than I did yesterday? Because my past, I was an alcoholic. I'm still an alcoholic, but I don't drink. I haven't touched a drop for 22 years. How? Because I found somebody who has the occasional drink if she wants one. But because of her, my life changed. And I don't want to have drink in my body. I don't need drink in my body. I have enough spirit, literally, to last a lifetime and beyond. The way I was shortening my life. I know 3 years of my life were a blur. I'm not proud of it. But I didn't believe in myself. So all I'm saying to you is you have a choice, my friends. Life is more than saying no or saying yes, or I can't, or I won't. When you think about it, think about, can I make this person happy? Can I make this person smile? Can I do something for this person? Can I cook for them? Can I clean the yard for them? Can I take the trash? Can I do something for you? It's not hard. I bumped into a person I hadn't seen for a long time, and I worked at a major store in Florida for 17 years. And I bump into people, and I, Graham, I've not seen you for ages. But you know what you told me when blah blah blah. Oh, thank you. I still remember. Well, when are you coming back so we can say hello again? Since you left, the energy's dropped. I said, well, I'm glad I helped you, but I'm sad that the energy dropped. Because I was trying to show people how to enjoy themselves in a respectful, courteous, giving way, unconditional way. I didn't break any rules for the company. I just didn't sit down. Yes, no, thank, bye. I didn't do any of that. I was laughing and joking, sharing recipes, my experiences with people. Like one of the customers I had was this guy said, listen to this, to his wife, listen to this. Oh, you must be German. I said, yeah, thank you, sir. You must be, what is it, Canadian or Mexican? He got all upset and then paused because I was standing there going. And his wife just cracked up. She looked at him. He was going bright red with embarrassment. And she just went, meet me outside. I'm sorry about that, Graham. And I hope you'll forgive him. I says, hey, I give back equal. Being a cook in the Royal Navy, you learn how to throw things back in the same attitude. But it wasn't from the heart. It was just spontaneous. And it wasn't a negative. 5 minutes later, he comes back in. And he had the courage to come up to me and say, I deserve that. It will never happen again. And I want to make my wife proud of me. And I apologized most profoundly. We became friends of mine for a number of years. All because I threw it back. I trusted myself. I was true to myself. And I'm not going to hold myself back for anybody but myself. You see, you have choices, as I said earlier, every minute of every day. Some are difficult. Some you're going to say, there's no way I can possibly do that. If it's life or death, you may have to make a choice. I joined the forces for a reason. I'm no hero. I went in as a cook because I have a high metabolic rate and I always have to eat every couple of hours, especially when I was younger, because I was very fit, very active. I'm not so bad now. It's lessened. But I needed food always within easy reach. And this is what life taught me. I went on warships. I went to land bases. I saw devastation around the Mediterranean and in part around the world. But all those experiences I had, I went to all the different special local places, each country. I took the time to meet people, eat the food they were eating, because I was interested in cooking. I respected their wishes and their space. And I made many friends around the world, mostly the Mediterranean, North Sea, and the Antarctic, and Bermuda, Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, Quebec, Iceland, Greenland, then Norway, all the way to Malta and Turkey. You see, I'm not bragging about it. I just went to learning. I went to school. I went to school for my gifts. I went to school to learn how I could be better in myself by the experiences that I have had. And coming to America, December 2001, it's nearly 22 years, I had a chance to go, wow, I can really do this now. I can be myself. But who am I? I'm nobody. But I'm me. I'm perfectly me, and I'm not perfect, but I'm perfectly me. Are you perfectly you? Are you being true to oneself? When you say you love somebody, does it come from your heart or does it come from your head? Do you do it out of, oh, I don't want to upset them, so you're dishonoring yourself? If I don't like you, I will say goodbye. I won't say I don't like you. I'll just take a step back and walk away. And if you lie to me, I give you 3 goes. The first one I'll ignore, but you'll know that I know that you lied. The second time, you get it equally back. The third time, you have to figure out the answer yourself because I will no longer be there. And I've always stuck to that. My first 2 marriages, I failed because I didn't listen to my guts. Circumstances, I had 2 wonderful children for the first. The second, I had a wonderful almost stepson. But things weren't going to go the way I'd planned. So I didn't plan anything. I thought I had everything worked out. I was immature. I was young. I failed. For whatever reason, for their failure and my failure together, it just didn't work. Anyway, I learned some valuable lessons to help other people. I became a reverend through Universal Life Ministry, and I've done plenty of weddings. I love them. My weddings are full of fun. I only listen to the bride and groom. I tell them, family around them, they're in charge. They're the only 2 that can tell me anything. Period. I tell you, golf courses, beaches, sunsets, you name it, loved it. But people have said, you made weddings fun. You make work fun. You share your experiences in a way that makes people feel uplifted. My job as a medium is to uplift you. It's not to give a negative. If you feel that you've failed and you know you've failed, that means you're at the bottom. And guess what? You either stay there or you can sit up. I'm not saying stand up and run away from it. No. Turn around and say, you survived it. You're still here. I'm just going to take a little break for 1 minute or 2 for the show of Dare to Dream. I'm your host, Graham Williamson. I'll be back shortly. Welcome back. You see, the whole point of our lives is to learn about our purpose here. What can I do to make it fun, enjoyable? I'm not on about being crazy, being stupid, disrespectful to yourself or others. How difficult is it to go, hi, how are you? Can I do something for you? Can I give you something? I'm not rich. Well, we're both not rich. But people see us and say, oh, you must have money. No. We've got things that we look after as best we can. I'm repairing stuff, fixing stuff, the best I can. And in America, the houses here, bigger than the ones I ever experienced in England, for a detached home. First time I saw this house, I went, wow, is that a mansion? No, it's a normal 2-story house. And coming here, like to my show, Dare to Dream, it was an eye-opener. I was free to be a medium. And that's why I have opened up. I've been able to talk for a couple of years now on my shows every 2 weeks on a Wednesday. And let me put my glasses up to read. My next show will be January the 3rd. So I'll be talking to you next year. And I would like you to actually come see the show, make comments, like, share, subscribe to Going Solo Media and to my show. All my shows are recorded. They start at 6 p.m. until 6:45. That's when they're released. But this is a recording. There's no way I want you to miss out. I've just got to work out the time I've got to finish. But you see, that's the fun of life. Nothing for me is planned A, B, C, D, E, and no wavering, no swerving from the path of my plan. I used to live by that rule, especially in the Navy. You had routines, you had to comply. If you didn't, you got into trouble. And when I left the Navy in 1986, I had rented a car, open top, convertible. I had Bat Out of Hell playing full volume as I drove through the gate. It was a rented car. I saw my friends later that day before I got my train to come home to Midlands where I live. And my friend says, the Master at Arms couldn't stop laughing. He wanted to actually pull you back and you could have been arrested and sent to DQs, detention quarters, of contravening naval regulations. But he says, you're the only one that had the guts to do something that you enjoyed. He knew you loved that song and he heard it literally. As the barrier was going up, I put the volume on full blast. Bat Out of Hell. I got away with things because it was coming from my heart, not my head. I wasn't saying, I'm showing you, I'm going to break the rules. I said, look, I'm free. I dare to believe in myself. I took the step to leave the Navy that I'd enjoyed for 14.5 years because I wanted to change. I wanted to experience all the things in my life. I didn't want to be yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full. I didn't want to follow orders that I felt uncomfortable with. I will listen to save people's life. I will step in the line of fire. In fact, that was one of the criteria in the forces, to do on command. I don't need to be commanded. I know what my family's worth, my son and daughter in England and their families, my sisters, my brother, especially my wife and the 2 stepdaughters here. One's in England, one lives not too far away. I will do anything for them, but I want to live my life the best I can for them and for myself. And it's not egotistical because I don't know who I am fully. I probably never will, not in this lifetime. But when I go to wherever it is we go to, when we pass over after the change called death, I'll be able to see even more and learn more, because I know my spirit never dies. Being a medium, I've found out that that is fact, time and time again. Since the age of 3.5, seeing fairies at the bottom of my grandmother's garden, my nana's garden, all the way until now, I have encountered spirit. My aim one day is to be a rescue medium, which is to help people who died traumatically and don't realize they have died. I want them to see the light and change and evolve. People that die traumatically and don't know that they've actually passed keep on living in a circle. The life keeps going round and round and round. Keep on coming back to the same point. That's why you get ghosts haunting places, because they're being true to what they remember. I'm being true because I want to be true for myself, the best I can for you. As I say, my show is called Dare to Dream. I'm your host, Graham Williams. Cool. Can't put my teeth in right. And I'm an international intuitive medium and psychic. And I would like you to go to goinsoloNetwork.com, subscribe, possibly have your own show. And you can see all my recordings. They're all there, everyone. And if you like and comment, do so, because it keeps us going. We're in, I think, 7 or 8 different main media outlets now. Hulu and YouTube and all the, I can't remember all the terminology because I'm not really savvy on all this. I just do my show and record it and said I can do Zoom and I can do Messenger. But if you do want to read in and you want to contact me, my email address is thebrit77@hotmail.com. Send me a question or whatever comments you want to make. Please be nice. Or you can call me on 352-409-1060. Leave a voice message, because if you don't, I will not answer the call. Or you can contact me on Facebook. Add me, Graham Williamson. You can see my face. And I'm wearing my Doctor Who outfit in the pictures, or I'm standing with my wife, Sandy. Or I've got my page, Medium Graham Williamson. And I put a lot of my spiritual stuff on there as well. But I share it between the two. I can talk on Messenger, phone, text, send a photograph, send a piece of paper with one word on it. Because as a medium, I can use all my gifts to convey the message that is needed, not wanted, needed. I'm not here to tell you what you've got to do. I'm only here to show you the link of your past to your present can make a happier future. All those people you've lost are not gone, because they're in your heart and your memory. And when you think about somebody, it's because, especially those who have passed or not with you, it's because they are thinking of you and trying to stir those memories. And as soon as you say, ah, yeah, I remember that, and say the name out loud, don't think it, say it. Because as soon as you open the mouth, it conveys a connection with their energy and yours. Because if I went into a room with my grandmother, who I hadn't seen for ages, and she comes and sits down and sees me, and I don't say anything to her, oh boy, I wouldn't want to be me in that circumstance, because it's disrespectful. When you talk to somebody or sign, if you're deaf or you can't speak, you've got ways of communication, but you can't just think it, you've got to do it. A medium sees, hears, smells, hear everything, all the 6 senses. And a medium's job is to uplift somebody. I don't diagnose, I'm a medical intuitive as well. But I have learned over the years that you can't say in open public, I'm a medical insurance, because I am not medically trained. I do not diagnose. I do not treat. I only pick up what the recipient is sharing with me. Because I've had a lot of health issues, and my body instantly connects with whatever it is. I got told off because I didn't give somebody a reading and telling them they had cancer. I was told off. I said, if you know you've got cancer, why would you need me to tell you you've got cancer? My job is to say, hi. One lady recently, she actually came in to an event I was at, and I knew straight away, yes, this lady's dying. And she had a friend with her to keep an eye on her. And this lady was all the doom and gloom and sadness. She said, I don't know why I'm drawn to you, but I want a reading. After 10 minutes of me telling her stuff, and I did not in any shape or form tell her that she's dying. She told me verbally. I said, oh. She says, well, this reading isn't very good. I said, hang on a minute. And I went, what's this about 3 accounts you've got? Your partner who died a couple of months ago says, you know you're dying and you've still got your bucket list. How did you know? Oh, I forgot. Oh, I said, well, you tell me you've got 6 months left to live, so you've got 6 months to do your bucket list. And don't spend all 3 accounts. Just spend the one that you said was for the bucket list. Keep the other 2 separate. How do you know? I said, because you see her standing next to me telling me. That lady was laughing. Problem is, she had to go to the bathroom to change. She urinated. Because she was laughing that hard, she couldn't control her bladder. You see, yes, she was dying. She is dying. But I gave her that choice, being true to herself and what she promised her partner who'd passed a few months before. You see, miracles happen when you open your mouth from your heart. That's why I call my show Dare to Dream. I'm living mine. Are you living yours? Do you dare to dream and live it? You see, this dream catcher, the last gift from my mum, I took the picture of Tower Bridge. Sorry, it's got a bubble in it. I took the picture of Tower Bridge, London at sunset. That picture's a copy. It was a bad copy. The colours were fantastic on the original. I've got all my family here. All those that matter to me. My Navy, my Universal Life Ministry certification. I've got all these things. The picture my wife took up here, that big one there. And what was that? What? Believe. I don't believe. I know I'm here to help people and myself and learn my journey and purpose. I am lucky. I've become a teacher. I can teach you how to be a better psychic or even a medium if the gifts are opened up within you correctly. But I tell you, my friends, never leave a negative with anybody because it bounces back on you. Because your words have meaning. You know, that old saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. I used to sing that at school. I didn't understand it really, but I do now. I am responsible for my own words and actions. I can't say Spirit told me, made me do this. No. I have a choice. I set my parameters. I tell people what I'm going to do. I tell myself what I'm going to do for the day. And at night, I say thank you. But I want to thank all of you for being here today. I'm sorry it's not live recording. So I've done it live recording. But I will be on again after the new year. I hope you'll join me. As I say, I'm your host, international medium and psychic Graham Williamson. I live in Florida, and I want to wish each and every single one of you happy festive season, whichever or whatever belief you have. Believe in giving the best of your abilities to other people. It does come back, my friends. I'm here to prove it. And have a wonderful day. Bye for now.